our turn to speak. Hey, it's our turn to speak. It's our turn to speak. It's our turn to turn. It's our turn to speak. It's our turn to speak. It's our turn to speak. It's our turn. Oh no, that Jonah. It's our turn to speak.
Now, Carl, mind you, he a couple of pools down, like 2 buildings down, right? So he passes, and I've been on there all day, and I see the same amount of kids with bags and everything. He bypassed them. They got book bags and everything. He bypassed them. Go straight for them. Press them out. What are y'all doing here? Like they don't belong here. That's a problem. And I know what it really is, to be honest. Okay? Okay? Okay, so he began to pressing them out. Oh, do y'all live? I mean, not do you stay here. Do y'all work here? You know somebody work here? Why we gotta be workers?
Okay.
We make money too. Right or wrong? We wouldn't be here.
Absolutely. Okay. I think, and again, I do not want to interrupt your conversation. If you would
Okay,
like
go ahead.
to.
Go ahead.
I really think there's a lot of misunderstanding happening in this situation.
You gonna go there with me?
I'm not.
We had an expensive conversation.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just trying to explain the situation.
Well, what you going to explain to me,
Okay.
I don't want to hear because it's not no misunderstanding on my part nor my kids.
Okay.
So I don't even want to hear that conversation from you because I hear enough of that. Nobody listening about what we feel and how we want to correct the situation. And for you to come out and say you think that it's a misunderstanding, don't do that to me, okay?
Okay.
Like I said, I'm gonna come here respectful as men. But when you start wanting to change my conversation, I'm not gonna allow you to do that.
I'm not saying
No, you did when you said, well, maybe it's a misunderstanding. We're gonna stop right there. Because I don't have misunderstanding. I make sure I know what I'm talking about before I go for
Can I
it.
have this, sir?
They want that.
You told me? She said we can watch.
It's a meeting.
Here. Oh, you're meeting them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, go ahead.
Okay?
I'm not changing your conversation.
Okay, well, let me let you finish. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's,
Go ahead.
well, we are in an area, an open campus situation. There's a lot of people from the property.
You know what? I don't even want to hear that conversation because I heard that
Okay,
yesterday.
Let
So
me,
let's stop
let
with
me,
something else.
all right.
Because I heard that yesterday. And we got
I
into
don't
a
know whether you
confrontation.
heard
That's why I'm letting you know.
I don't
I
know
heard
whether you
that spill already.
Okay, how about this? What would you like?
No, it's not what you're going to do
No,
for
that's
us
what
to
I'm-
compensate. No, it's not what we want.
I don't
done.
think there's a point of compensation because
Well,
there is a situation. Well, you do not want
You're
to
the
hear me.
director of security.
I am.
Okay.
So you do
I
not want
need
to hear me.
I need to talk to someone that has to say so far as Marriott. Because for you,
I
you
am
work for-
representing, I'm the manager on duty right now, so
for security or actually the
for
resort.
the manager on duty on the resort.
So you are responsible for what goes on here.
Correct.
Okay. And you're telling me is that
So,
you're not even
instead of me down here on vacation, enjoying what I'm doing, I'm pretty much down here fighting and getting things being changed around here in this resort. I had a meeting with the security guard that actually done it. This in the night management resort. Conversation, you know, like I knew they want to stay corporate and act like they didn't know anything that was happening outside of these walls of the retreat. Saying that, they want to look like, oh, we don't do that here. My response to that was, well, you can't speak for everybody that visits this resort. We are living in America, and we all know that this is going on quite too often. It's not about that. It wasn't about the operation nor the procedures. What it was about was, if the procedure was you have a wristband and a card, so when I checked in, you never gave us a wristband. Okay, so that's the ball dropping. went from two pools down, and you had another group of young boys, white. You went past it. They did not have no wristband. They didn't have, but they had bags, and they was doing the same thing. So for you to skip over those guys and come to my kids, we got major issues. We got major issues, and that's exactly what's happening. Mind you, let me show you. Wristband, no wristbands. One of the wristbands. We got all these young right here that has no bands. They doing the same thing. Book bags. So he had to come from way over here, meaning that someone had, which the young lady that's sitting in the spa, she felt uncomfortable. She gave them the eye, she gave them the look, then all of a sudden, security comes. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. It has nothing to do with this is what they do. No, it's not what they do. This is what they're not going to do to my youngest. So we're going to go way back over here where it actually happens. You can't see anything. You got bushes in the way. And even if they standing there, and if he turn around, and if he's way over here, it's no way in the world he can see whether or not they have wristbands on way down here. Let's go. There's no way in the world he can see that from way down there. It's impossible. They walk all the way down here.
Right where that green.
See where that green?
Right where that green is where we stopped. Is when we actually stopped to talk to him with that green. But we saw him when we came from the cruise and we stopped.
But he was moving fast towards y'all. Y'all knew he was coming to see y'all. Like he was chasing, right? Okay, so So we'll be interviewing them also. Just get to hear what they have to say, how they feel, and going forward of how they look at America and look at how people treat us because we're different colors. We're different colors, but we are beautiful people. We're not going to change it. It's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And my kids and I would go anywhere on this earth, period. If it's a problem, come get me. And that's what they did. They didn't go back and forth with the security guard. That's what my son told them. Okay, follow me. So he came to the room.
Got out of the jacuzzi. Us three. It was three of us. Got out of the jacuzzi. Cameraman. We was in the incident too. Looked to the right. We seen. I ain't think nothing of it because they walk around all the time. They walking. So we walking over here. By the time we get over there to the little green bushes over there, he's like, "Hey, do y'all stay here?" We're like, "Yeah." So I showed him my key card, and then all of us told him that we lived there. And then the cameraman gave him the room number, and I showed him the key card. I thought that should have been enough. Then he proceeded to ask for last name, who do we know that worked here?
Grandpa, Daddy, and Uncle Will are over
It's
here.
real crazy.
Again, my thing is, what you mean, where do they know anybody that work here got to do with anything? That's another issue I got. And this is Chad's friend, this first time down here. How you feel about Florida?
Yeah, it's my first time in Florida, and it's like that's a terrible experience. I'm on vacation. I just graduated. I just did 4 years in West Virginia University. I'm in West Virginia. Nothing like this ever happened to me. I come down to Florida with my friend and his family, and it's a bad first experience. Like it made me don't want to come here no more, especially out in this resort. It just threw me off. It just threw my whole vibe off.
Yeah, because when he said he did 4 years, I know y'all trying tomorrow. No one was the black youngins say they did 4 years. You're thinking they did time. No, they did 4 years college, 4 years West Virginia. All right, both of them got degrees. So again, why you can't sit here and put a label on everybody? You shouldn't put a label on anybody. I don't care if they went to college or anything. They human.
And then on top of that, that's not even the end of the story. So then we talked there, and then he actually followed us up to our room. So he got on the elevator, and we was on the elevator. He was constantly asking questions and all this. So we got up to the room, and then my mother opened the door, but I didn't say, "Hey, Ma," I didn't say nothing. I didn't say none of that. I opened the door and said, "Is my father in there?" So I know the lady. So he didn't know that. And then once he came to the door, then he tried to act like, you know, he tried to tell him we wasn't in no trouble, which we wasn't. We came out the jacuzzi, so he already knew that. So it was just, I feel like it was, he don't do that to everybody. Like people walking, then they said wristbands. He could film 20 people that walk by, but a wristband that they don't have. So that's why he said he stopped us. He said anybody can pick up a key card off the floor too.
And then he gonna say that's their protocol. If that's their protocol, they just have someone standing at the gate, checking every single person that comes through the gate, wristband, room number, and last name. If that's protocol, because we the only people I've seen anyone get ran up on, and they gonna try to do it to us. Like I said, if that's protocol, every single person that comes through here should get checked like this.
Right. So it's not the issue about their procedures, protocols. Okay, I get that. I go with that. But if you from the jump, the gate, you drop the ball, not issuing any, and that wasn't even an issue about wristbands because he was already on his way behind them before they left the spot where you can't even see.
Right.
So it wasn't even about the wristband. It was always about they black young men. Period. Ain't no type of sugarcoat. Ain't no type of nothing. And that's not my job to sugarcoat anything. I don't believe in it. Raw. So it's our turn down here, West Palm Beach, Florida, Marriott Resort.